Hey, very nice to see you. In today's video I will show you how Robben Ford navigates through 12-bar blues. We'll take a look at an original blues song of his called Please Say the Date. He played this a few years ago on a French television and radio show and has uploaded like 2 months ago a video of this performance on his own YouTube channel. We'll take a look at the first 12 bars of that performance and also at some individual moments, and I will show you every little bit and every trick he uses to play through 12-bar blues. Let's check it out. Now, first of all, this blues shuffle is on the key of E, and he's starting out by playing the E note on the D string. And then he's rolling his middle finger down to play double stop on the G and B string. And then hammers onto the major third of the E chord, and back to the E note. And then he goes to the normal rhythm blues shuffle. Notable here are the hammer-ons onto the B note. And then his first fill, that is very cool. He's playing the open E string. And then sliding with his ring finger for a second fret to the 4th fret on the E string. And a second fret of the D string. And then the minor third at the 3rd fret E string. And then for going to the A chord, he's playing a little fill, which is also starting with the open E string. Then a slide to a major third of from a minor third of the E string. And then a chromatic walk down at the A string. So from the beginning. Now for the A shuffle, he lets the 5th fret of the D string ring out while having the A string ring out. And also here the hammer onto the E note, in this case at the 2nd fret. And then for going back to the E, he's playing the 4th fret of the D string. And then immediately goes to the E string to hammer onto the major third. Then the B note of the 2nd fret A string and the open E string. So far. So for bar 7-8 he's playing an open E chord and he's hammering onto the major third. It sounds like this. Now he's doing that in a very staccato style manner, and he's also having an A triad, an A major triad in there. He's rolling his fingers down and plays the 2nd fret of the B string, the G string and the D string. So from a fill. And so for going to the 5 chord, he's playing the open E string. then the minor third and the major third of E string. Then the B note here, the A string twice. And then the C flat here at the 4th fret A string once. And then he's sliding to the 7th fret, which is the B note at the E string for the 5 chord. I do this with my thumb, because I tend to play those chords with my thumb anyway, because I like it more that way. But he's sliding with his index finger from the 2nd fret of the E string to the 7th fret. And then he's hammering onto the major third with his middle finger of a B7. I do it with my middle finger as well. But my chord looks a little bit, my fingering looks a little bit different. And then he's integrating also the minor 7th interval of the B7 chord here at the 10th fret B string. So from the E chord. So instead of doing the same thing for the 4 chord, in this case the A7-2, he's playing a little lick, which is incorporating chord notes of that A7 chord. First of all, we got the minor 7th, sorry, the minor third here at the 8th fret at the E string. Then the ring finger plays the major third of that A7 chord. Then the 5th at the 7th fret A string. The pinky plays the minor 7th interval of that A7 chord. Then 2 chromatic licks. It's always 7, 8, 9 and 7, 8, 9 at the D and G string. Now for arriving at the 1 chord, he's playing a little Delta style blues lick, which is just a part of an E minor triad. He's bending the minor third here just slightly. Immediately after that he plays the open E string and plays a turnaround, which is the classic chromatically walking down the diet in this case. It's just part of an E7 triad. And then your trill on the major third here. Going up to the 5th. And then another 12 bars start. So let me play this slowly from the beginning. Now this little thing he does here is a very cool filler lick. You can play this with the 1 and the 4 chord, and let me show you how to play this. It's not difficult. It's just this little dyad here we had in the intro, and it's basically the same trick. He's bending the middle finger note, the minor third, just slightly.
We don't live together and it Well, it makes me mad, baby, please.
Now this thing he plays here is very, very cool to transition from the 1 chord to a 4 chord, and goes like this. So you're coming from the 1 chord with your standard E blues shuffle. And you're picking through those notes as the 2nd fret of a E string and the 2nd fret of a G string. Sorry. Very, very cool. Try it out. Now this thing is very, very cool to play for a transition from the 4 chord back to the 1 chord. He plays the A shuffle. And then arrives at the 1 chord again. So it starts out by sliding into the BB King box in the key of E. And then he's bending up the 8th fret of the B string slightly. And then the A note of the E string. And then instead of playing the E note here again after bending up the 8th fret, he's just playing the open E string and the open B string. He's then going directly here to a 1st position and bending up the 2nd fret of the G string slightly to the blue note with his middle finger. Then open G string and the E note. So here it is slowly again. Again. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below. Also consider supporting me on Patreon for early access and more. And yeah, what's there left to say? I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.